Hello, my name is James Baker, and today I'm going to tell you which tax forms you need to file in 2023 for the 2022 tax year. And stay to the end because I'm going to make a list for you so it's really easy. Okay, let's get to it. So we're finally in 2023. The 2022 year is done. And in the US, because I'm usually talking to international taxpayers, in the US, the tax year goes from January 1st until December 31st. And I want to go over the common reporting and the forms that are to be filed by different people and different companies, especially as it relates to people that watch my channel. Generally, I'm working with people from other countries and international individuals who maybe have a US company, or maybe they come to the US for business, or maybe you're an American who does stuff abroad. I'm going to go over the most important forms that you need to know how to file. So, first, individual tax returns. So, if you are a US citizen or resident, you have to file Form 1040. If you are a non resident and you're not a US citizen and you live outside the US and you have US source income, usually like a rental property or something, you would file Form 1040 NR. The 1040 is a complicated form. And with that filing, if you're a US person and you have offshore corporations, offshore investments, or you have things like that, there's additional forms that are attached to your Form 1040. But generally, that's pretty niche, and you're going to reach out to me individually. And I'd recommend you contact me individually if you have a foreign corporation, you're a US citizen, and you need to report it. Now, for many of my clients, you're a foreign person and you have an LLC. And this is something I talk about a lot on my channel, but a foreign-owned single member LLC has to file Form 5472 attached to a pro forma Form 1120 by April 15th of the following tax year. So it's April 15th of 2023. And that is for a foreign person, a U.S. non-resident who has a U.S. LLC. And this needs to be filed for each LLC to report related party transactions that occurred during the year. Now, I have a course that I promote that explains how to do this and includes a review. I'm reviewing this, and I'm probably going to have some discounts and special offers. So make sure you subscribe and follow the channel so that when I launch that again and redo it, that you're here, because I have courses showing you how to fill out all the tax forms. If you're a U.S. person and you have an LLC, you don't have to file the Form 5472. Instead, you would just file it on your personal tax return. If it's an LLC that owns rental property, you're going to put it on Schedule E. If it's an LLC that you use for business, you're going to put it on Schedule C. And if it's just an LLC that you just have, you don't have to file anything. Just the annual report with the state and pay for the renewal. Now, let's go to the same LLC, but if there's two owners. It doesn't matter if there's two American owners, two foreign owners, an American and a foreign owner. An LLC with more than one member or owner has to file Form 1065 by March 15th of the subsequent tax year. So for the tax year 2022 that just finished, a multi-member LLC has to file Form 1065, and this is a partnership tax return. And this shows all of the income and expenses and apportions the results of the company between the partners. And these results would then be potentially reportable on the personal tax returns of those individuals, especially if you're a U.S. person. If there's multiple foreign members, let's say Todd and Tony both are 50% owners of an LLC and they live in Timbuktu and they're not U.S. residents or citizens, then they don't actually have to pay tax on the results of this company. And that's the same as a foreign-owned single-member LLC. If you have no U.S. trade or business, you actually don't have to pay any taxes, but you do have to file the tax forms. So I wanted to explain that here in brief. I explain it in much more detail in other videos, but that's in brief here, and that's really important. And that covers most of the LLCs. If you have an LLC and you are a U.S. person, a U.S. taxpayer, you can make an election so that your LLC files its tax returns as an S corporation. An S corporation is also pass-through taxation, where the S corporation would not pay any income taxes, and all of the results of the activity would be subject to taxation by the owners of the company. And there's many tax reasons to open an S corporation or make that election. However, I'm not going to go into it in this video. And the last instance, with the same limited liability company, the same LLC, it can make an election to be taxed as a corporate taxpayer as well. And if that election is made on Form 8832, then the LLC will file a Form 1120, a corporate income tax return, and be subject to federal income taxes in the United States, no matter who is the owner. And there are different types of forms that get attached to and filed with this form. Notably, the 5472 form is also attached to this if the U.S. corporation or LLC electing to pay tax as a corporation is more than 25% foreign owned. But again, I don't want to go into that much detail. I'm just trying to raise awareness of what is due. And the S corporation and the multi-member LLCs are both due on March 15th because they're pass-throughs. And the 1120, the C corporation and the personal returns are due on April 15th. If you're a non-resident filing a 1040-NR that I mentioned before, that's actually due on June 15th if you're outside of the country. Now, the other type of company is a C corporation, which again files form 1120. You can make an election to be taxed as an S corporation as well, and that would be due on March 15th as well. And I hope that we can put some graphics up or put some little talking points. I know I'm going through this really quick, but I want to touch on all of the different form filings. If you are a U.S. taxpayer, then and you paid someone more than $600, you have to file a form 1099, and that's to report the payment to the IRS. That's due by January 31st. And of course, there's payroll forms, there's other tax forms, but I'm not going to go into all of that because it's all very, very, very niche and very, it's very separate. So I have a list, put up the list, make my editing team do work, put up the list of all of the different filings and company types that I put there, and use that, save that, take a screenshot, bookmark the video, save it. And if you need help with these filings or you have additional questions, contact us right away. I encourage you to reach out to us. Also, I have a Telegram group where you can jump in and ask questions. I'm in the group. I'm fairly active, and I also go live on this channel. I was doing it weekly. I have to recalibrate when I'm doing it, but I'm going live on the channel. So subscribe if you want to ask questions to me directly. I'm happy to answer them. Thanks for watching the video, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks.